Welcome to the Communication Movement Classroom. I'm your host instructor, Wendy Nyberg. Today we're going to talk about one of my courses. It's called Live Your Dream Internship. I have an 8-week course. It's 3 hours once a week for 8 weeks. And then I have a 2-hour workshop, which just gives you an introduction of what you'll be doing in that course. And the 2-hour workshop, basically, you're going to determine where you want to do an internship and locate the different companies, and then some of the tasks of what you want to do in that internship. And one of the main reasons that I created this is a lot of the students thought that they had to wait until they found an internship that was, the best thing for them. And what I teach my students is that they can create their own custom internship and do an internship for whatever it is they want to do. So in other words, if you want to be working at a police station, then you can talk about an internship there, a fire station. If you want to work in a court and, job shadow a judge, one of the things that I recommend you do is something what is your area of interest. So let's say that you wanted to work with a person that does the news. Maybe you want to go to a news station and do um, an internship there, whether it be helping with basic needs, and just see if that's an area that you really want to go to college for and to get a degree in, and is it something that you really want to do as far as a job in the future. So a lot of times when you're thinking about going to college and you have to do your basic courses, it's best to do an internship to see if that's really what you want to do. If you want to be a veterinarian, do you want to do a job internship at a veterinarian clinic? There's a lot of different things that are involved in that. And once you're in that environment, then that tells you whether or not that's something that you really want to do or not. Um, I'm going to be having an 8-week uh, Live Your Dream internship course coming up. It'll probably be in November of this year. So prior to that, I'm going to do a 2-hour workshop, and that will be coming up probably in August. And so I will let you know the dates at a later time. But one of the things that we do in our internship is we determine what company you want to work for. We contact those companies, but we only contact the companies after we have identified the different tasks that you will be doing, and you decide whether you want to work there every day, a couple of days a week, how many hours you're able to do. I recommend that you do at least 4 hours. That would give you enough time to determine if that's what you really want to do. For an entrance, for example, if you would like to work in a corporate area, you could job shadow an administrative assistant to see if you like that type of work. Or let's say you want to do accounts payable or accounts receivable, or you want to work with a receptionist and see if that's something that you really want to do. So there's lots of jobs that are out there, and doing a custom internship will really help you to determine if that's really what you want to do in your future. And then I also recommend that students determine what type of salary that you're looking for. And then before you finish your internship, you're going to do an actual internship evaluation where you're evaluating things that you've observed in the area, any kind of safety hazards, any kind of things that you've noticed about the employees. Do they get along? Does the management seem to get along with the employees? Do people seem to be happy there? And you're going to do an evaluation, and I have a report that you will complete and give to the employer so that you're not just doing the work and either getting high school credit or you're getting paid for it, but you're also providing feedback that's valuable to the company to determine if they need to look at, maybe they need to do some employee incentives, maybe they need to do some gift cards for people that have great ideas or something like that. And so it's really helpful if they are able to provide feedback to their employer so that they're able to share things that they've noticed, that they've observed. And it's really important that you share honest feedback with them so that they are able to say, wow, I really, valued that person that came to do an internship for me because they provided all this information. And so it's just really important that you're able to, number one, determine if it's the right company for you and if you've selected tasks that you're really good at. And let's say that you decided that you wanted to work for corporate and you wanted to do an administrative assistant and job shadow that person, but you really had a desire to be a nurse. So you would do better job shadowing a nurse at a hospital than you would working in a corporate environment. So you're able to learn these things by doing an internship. So that is something that we will talk about in a future video. If you would like more information about speaking engagements or job coaching or tutoring, please contact me at WAN, the number one, the last name is Nyberg, NYBERG, at gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you in the next session. Have a great day. Bye.